So how about this turnout today?
It was great. It was great. A lot of enthusiasm. These women worked hard, and I think they learned a lot. And again, for giving back and being part of a community and giving back to the Komen Foundation was great.
A lot of wide eyes when you guys first got underway. I mean, how many of them really knew the insides, the nuances to what goes into basically running a football team before today?
Well, I think it was an education process for a lot of them, and I also think they really learned a lot about the game, but I think they learned a lot about themselves, and obviously I think they learned a lot about what our players go through and what they do.
And it seemed like you guys took the emergency break off out here in the scrimmage. There were some people thumping.
Well, you know what? When you draw that line in the sand, you're going to have competitive nature come out. And believe me, they were very competitive, and it was a lot of fun.
How much football did you know before coming in today to the academy?
I've watched for years and years and years, but the little nuances in position and exactly where your feet go, exactly where you're supposed to move, everything, it was awesome. I learned a lot today, even though I thought I knew a lot.
They say football is not an exact science, but as you mentioned, the nuances, there are a lot of little moving parts that go into making a single play happen.
Yep. To be those 11 men on the field and know you are the bottle cap, you have to go up 5 yards and left. There's a lot going into it.
I learned a lot of new things. I learn things all the time because I don't really, I know football, but the techniques and all that kind of stuff is the kind of things that I learn. How the quarterback has to put their hand a certain way and how the ball's snapped and that kind of thing. And how your hands, when you catch a ball when it's up, your thumbs are up and your pinkies are together when the ball's down. So those kind of things don't come natural to women.
You think that everybody should go through something like this just to get an appreciation for what a football coach, a staff, and a team really go through in the course of a year, a season, what have you, and what goes into making a football team successful?
Absolutely. We still have friends and family, no one understands the commitment that it goes on behind a football team. I mean, like Brady said today, people go out to a game on Saturday, and that's what they see. You know what I mean? It's a year-round commitment, as Coach Wellman said today. And a lot of things that we didn't even discuss today, which I learned maybe at different women clinics, is every week is different for the student athlete. I mean, when they prepare for a next team, it's that defense and offense is different. So the guys are learning a whole new offense that they're going to be going against, or a whole new defense. So every week is so different for them. You know what I mean? I think people just assume it's the same thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I think for people to come out and experience something like this, obviously, number one, it's for a great cause and a great thing, but it's fun to get to kind of see the behind the scenes kind of stuff, what really goes on. So I think it's important for everyone to come out and do something like this. So.
And how is it being able to give back to the Susan G. Komen Foundation in this way?
The most important thing, and that's why Brady kept trying to promote, that's really the reason why they do this. I have an aunt and cousin and great close family friends that have experienced this horrible disease. So it was great. It was great to have Laura stand up there from the Susan G. Komen Foundation and speak about her experience. So it touches just about everybody in this world. So it's great. And I think everyone that came today had a great time. It was hard to get the word out to people because this is all brand new, and so when you don't really understand or have a feeling of what's really going to go on. Mm-hmm. So it was great that these women came out today not really knowing what to expect.
SDSU!